I come from a strong Aussie rules background, so you guys sort of think rugby is our #1 sport. It's actually Australian rules football, and the mode of transportation of moving the ball is kicking mostly. You can handball as well, which is a different skill. We won't worry about that. So yeah, our whole life we've been kicking a ball, different kind of kicks as well, which I guess separates us from, I guess the traditional punters. And I guess at the back of my final season playing Aussie rules, which was 2019, I got told that I did another calf surgery, and that was where I sort of had to reevaluate what I wanted to do. I didn't really know the answer to that at that time, but fast forward to April 2020, like COVID hit, and I guess I had to think again what to do. And I bumped into Pro Kick Australia, and that's a program out of Melbourne that try to transform Aussie rules players into American punters, with obviously the idea of getting a scholarship and playing. So for me, looking at Richmond having a rollout style, obviously being like a very good business school, I came from a commerce background back home in Melbourne. Looking at those two, Richmond was a no-brainer. I spoke to Coach Schroff a fair bit, so he was my main port of call. Coach Huseman as well was someone that I FaceTimed. But yeah, mainly it was just Coach Schroff. I didn't have too much connection with the school. I didn't really need too much convincing either. I guess coming back home, something like this is so great, like that any opportunity you get, you say yes to, but you research, you do everything you can to make sure that you know what you're doing. So Schroff didn't really need to pitch it to me or try and sell it. I guess it's a different process to the American guys. They come in and have 5 or 6 offers, or they shop around. But for us, just being here in the first place is something to be really grateful for. So I didn't really need to get sold on it. I was pretty sold quite quickly that this was a fantastic fit for me. Yeah, so the main kick will be like a rollout. It'll be 3 steps to the right and dropping the ball down, I guess, straight on. So with a traditional punt, the ball's kind of flat and you're meeting the ball and trying to kick through it. I'm trying to hook my leg across to try and get the ball to sort of dart out a little bit more, and it will sort of have that motion, like you guys call it a rugby punt. So for us, that's called a drop punt. So the ball will be sort of going end over end, and yeah, so it's a different punt. It's something that I guess from the stands, you guys are going to be like, oh, this guy's kicking really low. But I guess that's sort of something that Coach Huseman, it's one of the reasons why he looked into me in the first place. So I think the fact that I was able to do that, and also the fact that I can kick on the other feet too. So I can kick on my left, which is something that most Aussie rules have to do, playing at the level that I was playing at. So obviously Jake is one of the kickers here. He was one of the first to reach out. He's been incredible, just sort of coaching me through it. He was a punter as well in his freshman year, so he's been telling me, roughly where to go, or what sort of kick I need to be focusing on more, because I guess coming here with Pro Kick, they sort of teach you for all different types of kicks, because obviously every coach has a different style or different need. So Jake's been really good for that. I'm going to be rooming with Ryan as well in the fall, which is, I find our friendship quite funny, because he's literally double the size of me. So walking around on campus next to him is quite a funny sight. But yeah, they've been incredible, just making me feel comfortable. But not just them, everyone on the football team has been really, really lovely. Just, I guess we're all a family, so I really like that about having, I guess, a smaller university. You see each other so much that, not that you're forced to be friends, but you got so much time to get to know everybody, and even in the short period of time here, I've probably got to know some of the boys closer than I did back home at Monash University, where you sort of get in, do your classes, and you go home. So I've really enjoyed that. But yeah, it's been really nice. But definitely Ryan and Jake have been incredible so far, and just sort of helping me guide it through